Japan, known for peace, tranquility, kindness, beauty. Yeah, I'll stop you there. What we're talking about today is gonna make you want to go back to that slice of life utopia that anime offers. Festivals in Japan, they can get really, really weird. Let's take a moment to appreciate Kanamara Matsuri. If you stop by Kawasaki, Japan in April, you'll see some pretty normal Japanese religious stuff going on. Food, burnt offerings, a statue procession honoring the spirits. Whoops, you must have forgotten to look closely. Did you fail to see the very tall, hard shape of the statue, the male workers in drag, or the fact that the candy is shaped like your parts? Male or female, they don't discriminate, they have both. Why the hell does this exist, you might ask? Well, dear listener, like everything weird and wonderful in this world, there's a story behind it. Now, to make sure the YouTube gods don't smite me, I shall tell this grisly, jaw-dropping story through a video game. Disclaimer: the following story happened in Minecraft, and is not a reflection of real life. A long time ago, there was a wife and husband, and they loved each other very much. Now, as you know, when a wife and a husband love each other very much, they want to make babies. However, this couple had a slight problem. You see, every time they would try to do it, this demon that lived inside the woman would try to bite the husband's manly parts off, if you catch my drift. He even succeeded a couple times. Fortunately for the husband, they were friends with a blacksmith, who crafted an iron prosthesis of that part for him. Now, the next time the husband entered his wife, the demon tried once again to have a little snack, but because he was using the iron prosthesis, all the demon's teeth fell out. And everyone was happy, except the demon. But hey, look on the bright side. At least that poor toothless guy doesn't have to pay American healthcare prices for a set of dentures. Now, back to modern day. Let's meet the players. There's actually 3 big, beautiful sculptures for visitors to appreciate. We've got the British Broadcasting Company, but brown and wooden, and Elizabeth. She, he, or maybe they, I honestly have no clue, is donated by the Tokyo Cross-Dressing Club, also named Elizabeth, which provides the volunteers in drag who carry her. Sorry about your pronouns, Elizabeth, by the way. You can be whatever you want. Hey, look at this guy. These days, there's a very cocky cosplayer walking around, going by the name of Gachachin, which is of course slang for you-know-what. Sadly, the shrine priests want to distance themselves from this adorable guy. Yeah, we know, you secretly love him. Stop pretending. After staring at all these massive monoliths, you might fear for your self-esteem. Fear not, you can stop by the souvenir stalls for some smaller objects. They sell candy, called ochinko or omanko respectively, which you can suck on however you please. If that's not your speed, pick up some Lucky Charms, shaped in the same way. Anyways, if you really care about humanity, there are good reasons to visit. Seriously. All money raised from concessions at Kanamara Matsuri gets donated towards research on treatments for HIV and other STDs. With 50,000 people visiting a year and growing, that's a lot of money. At the end of the day, this festival is funny, but it's also for a good cause. If you ever visit Kawasaki Temple on the 7th day of the lunar calendar, you'll be able to participate in Sominsai, one of Japan's multiple hadaka matsuri or naked festivals. So, as I was editing this video, I found out that, as of this year, the festival is cancelled forever due to the aging of the population in the area. It's very unfortunate that it will no longer be possible to participate anymore, but I'm still glad to get a chance to talk about it in this video. Unfortunately, you won't see many men with their junk hanging out. At most of these festivals, the standard dress code is, guess what, a skimpy piece of underwear with socks and a bandana. Not much to see now, is there? The aim of these naked festivals is to dispel bad luck from young men, who apparently are well endowed with it at that time of year. How do they get rid of it? Glad you asked. One lucky guy is selected to be the Shin Otoko, who enters a game of manhunt in the temple as thousands of scantily clad grown men chase him down and grab him to pass their bad luck onto him. Sound fun? If you're not into that, don't understand why you wouldn't be, but whatever. There's also wrestling to do. At some other naked festivals, like one in Okayama Prefecture, everyone gathers around a priest who tosses bundles of lucky sticks and amulets into the crowd. No clothing besides your underwear is necessary, cause you don't want to rip it. If you manage to outscuff everyone else in the scuffle, you'll make it out with not only a couple of bruises and sprains, but with an object to bring you fortune for the next year. The losers get nothing except for the soreness and pain they'll feel the next morning. Tough luck. You might have noticed that so far, I've only been talking about men. That's because participation in these festivals has traditionally been limited to them. However, if you're a woman, you were born just in time. These days, some of the festivals have opened their doors to you too. However, they're not quite letting you strip down yet. Your uniform is a much more modest purple robe with white pants, and there's no wrestling or games of tag for you either, for now. For our final festival today, we've got Utagaki. If you thought there was a lot of free love at Woodstock, this will change your mind real quick. The name Utagaki might originate from characters meaning song presentation or lyric contest, but this annual gathering isn't quite as innocent. Once a year, a bunch of peasant men and women would gather on Mount Tsukuba for some poetry readings and especially sexy times. Here's what went down. Hey there, cute girl. We've both got buckets of chicken. Wanna do it tonight? Wow, that haiku's kinda gross, not gonna lie. Whatever, I'm here. Might as well. And yeah, that's just a slice of the activity that's happening across the entire mountain that night. The reason? It was harvest season. Duh. If you want fertility for your crops, it's certainly necessary to establish other forms of fertility first. It's a necessary step, trust me. Unfortunately, the poetry readings might persist today, the sex has stopped. When the Meiji Emperor got his power back, he abolished that part of the ceremony. Guess he wanted those poor peasants to starve. How mean. Well, there you have it. You've been blessed with the knowledge that Japan doesn't just have stuff for weebs to do. Maybe it'll convince you to visit someday. Or maybe not. Don't ask me. I have no clue how your brain works. And that's it. That's all I have for today. See you next time, whenever that is.